Hey out there to one and all, it's the RazMan with another edition of the RazMansReality. Yesterday we were talking about some of the film spots and trailers that were seen during the Super Bowl, and I was talking about Transformers 2 Revenge of the Fallen. For some reason I had a bit of a mental lapse and said that Revenge of the Fallen is done by Touchstone Pictures, when in actuality Revenge of the Fallen, as well as the new G.I. Joe, Rise of the Cobra that was revealed, and Star Trek, which we also talked about yesterday, are all done by Paramount and DreamWorks. So I don't know where I got Touchstone Football on the Brain, Touchstone Pictures from. It must have just been a mental lapse on my part, but thank you to Mike, my friend from the Dayton, Ohio hotline scene, for making that correction for me. And if you haven't seen this guy's page, his YouTube page is Spookuniversity, and you gotta check out this guy's page. If you're a friend of mine on YouTube, or you're a subscriber of mine on YouTube, and you like what I do, you need to check out what my friend here is doing, because he is out there doing it. 27 now shows ago when I started doing this, of course we had the Super Bowl contest entry and the part 2 of 1 edition in between, but overall this is the 28th edition now. So 27 shows ago when I started doing this, I told you that I had 2 dreams in life. One was to do this, be a broadcaster, and 2 is to be a filmmaker, to be out there behind the camera making great movies. And that is still a goal that I have for myself, and still something that, if all the ducks line up in a row, I want to do someday. I've never lost a passion for it, and that's what Mike is out there doing right now with his Ghostbusters tribute film. And man, I want to tell you, because I know you're probably going to be watching this, it doesn't matter if your film ends up being seen by 100 people or 100,000. What matters is that you're out there doing what you love to do, and don't let anybody tell you any different. Now, I came across a story by listening to K99, the local country station here in Dayton this morning, that really bothered me. And that is, it turns out that both Jennifer Hudson and Faith Hill lip sang their Super Bowl performances this past Sunday. And why do people do that? If you're gonna lip sing, you ought to just tell people, hey, go out and buy my CD, or go out and buy my MP3 off iTunes and download it. Don't bother going to my concert. It's because I don't sing. Give me real talent any day, like Martina McBride, Carrie Underwood, Mandy Moore. People with real, true voices that can really sing. That's what I'm into. You want a male equivalent of that? Josh Groban. He's the male equivalent of that. People that can really belt it out and really have great voices, and aren't just about putting their name out there and singing. And I used to think Faith Hill was one of those people. She's done some things that I don't particularly care for, but I liked most of her music. I used to think she was one of those people. Now I have my doubts. So, superstars in music or entertainment, let me put it to you like this. If you don't want to be criticized, don't give people like me and people in your business that you do for a living a chance to dirty your name and put your name out there to the public, because that is exactly what's going to happen. The truth, as they say, will come out in the end. Okay, so I ended up NBC.coming Heroes, for those of you that were curious, tremendous show from Heroes. The best I think I've seen since in any episode since season 1. And then you had another great episode of 24 and another great episode of Monday Night Raw. I'm running out of time here, so I will go over the whole entire show when I talk about ECW tomorrow, for those of you that want to have a match by match breakdown. But right now, what you need to know is you need to tune in for next week, because next week you've got Ric Flair confronting Randy Orton, and you've got the Undertaker going one-on-one with Randy Orton, and you've got the Nature Boy Ric Flair confronting Chris Jericho. With that, this is live reality according to the Razman and Razman style. It's not just a catchphrase, but a way of life.